So we're back again, and this afternoon I'm going to do questions and answers or Q&A live. And if you've got any questions or ask us, please fire away. And if you like the other videos, could you please hit the like button and also subscribe. And also you can even ask me questions in the live comments as well. Now, I mean, next weekend the Premier League is up and running, yeah, and we still haven't made any new signings at all whatsoever. And as a fan, and most Newcastle fans, it's a bit of a worry because all the other teams in the Premier League has been spending money, and we haven't spent an absolute penny. And when you get teams like Norwich and Brentford and Watford buys the players, I mean, Norwich has got what, 6 new players, Watford 10, Brentford around about 4 or 5. And we haven't spent a penny. And we just cannot compete with teams like the teams that got promoted anymore. We are a club that is sinking faster than a Titanic. And it is so frustrating because this season is going to be a worry for us. It's going to be a long, long season. Paul from Team View said the same thing. Bass said the same thing. And PD Proudlock is very worried as well. So we need to start well. And we got the first 5-6 games going to be very, very tough for us. And we need to start winning the games. And if we don't, we'll be absolutely screwed. Let's be real about it. Got some comments here. If you've got any questions, fire away. And I'll be as honest as I can. I've got Jason here. Evening, John. Hope you're well. And I've got Claire Marshall as well. First time, I believe. Yes. Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo to you, Claire. So thanks for coming on. And like I said, got next week, we've got the West Ham United game. That's in James's Park. And I think it's going to be very, very difficult for us because West Ham have been winning games in pre-season. They're scoring goals for fun. They absolutely mulled Celtic by 6 goals to 2. Could have been 10. And talking about Celtic, they won the day by 6 goals to 0. And Kyogo, the Japanese lads, scored a hat-trick on the steer view. And I'm getting tweets saying that playing for a pub league. And that's been disrespectful. I mean, the Scottish League is just getting better, in my opinion. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot closer, I believe, this season. If we play good football, Celtic will reclaim the SPL title. I thought we'll absolutely be laughing. And Jason's got the first question on there. Thoughts on fans chatting Bruce to give him a wee up in the last few games? I tell you what, right? I'm not being funny, right? But whoever sang that, have a look in the mirror, man, because that means you're backing Bruce. And for them, I think it's an absolute disgrace, man. If they want to cheer for Bruce to give us a wee up, and let's have a few to drink, yeah? How are you, man? We want this manager out. And Ash's going to be loving it and saying, okay, cool. If you back and Bruce, I'm going to give him a new deal. Yeah? But, Jesus Christ. I mean, you may as well send to Father Christmas to give him a wave of ours doing that. But, Jason, honestly, man, some of the fans, man, honestly, are just absolute muppets. They really, really are. We want this manager out every single opportunity because at the end of the day, I don't want this manager at the club. I wanted them out before he even came in. And I've said that numerous of times. But Mike Ashley is going to try and give Steve Bruce a new 3-year deal or a rolling contract as a parting shot from the new owners, whoever that may be. I hope it's a Saudi coming in as well. I hope we still get it over. I hope we really do. The bottom line is, I'll be very worried now if they walk away. And I heard a few people come up and say they're not so sure now because this has gone on for way too long. 4 years? We're trying to get this deal over. 4 years. And it's just absolutely disgrace. Now, if Ashley plays the fans again because he don't want to spend the money and he comes out and says he's taking the club off the market, then for me, that stinks of high heaven. It's high heaven because I'm sorry, but he's playing fans again, yet again. One thing I will say, he's already lost 13,000 season tickets. right? They walked away, yeah, and I can see more people's going to walk away. But that doesn't mean to say you can go on the matches or stop going to matches. Yeah, if you want to go to the matches, you go for it. I was going to go next week against West Ham, but obviously I can't get a Monday off, unfortunately, so I won't be able to go, which is a shame because I would have loved to go to the game. I really would. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And I got Anruda here, unlucky mate. Do see the let go. And I got just getting the whole of Willock saga has risen again, and the so-called deadline's on Thursday. Force on that. I tell you what I stand on the Willock thing, right? You should have got the guy for what, a couple months ago? Just offer the money, right? The £22 million, the £25 million, right? And get this player in. Yeah. But we waited 2.5 months up to this day trying to get Joe Willock over the line. Yeah. But I'm hearing as well that Arsenal wants James Maddison for £70 million and include Willock in the deal as well. Now, I could be wrong on this, but if Willock decides to go to Leicester, then believe you me, it'll be an absolute scandal. It really will be a scandal. And I'll blame Newcastle for that because we could have got this guy months ago. Months and months and months ago. And then I had a tweet off someone yesterday saying that he could be another Kennedy. Like, remember Kennedy when he first came in? He was absolutely awesome. Then we kept on for another season, and we all know what happened to that. He was absolutely poor. I think he's playing in Spain with Las Palmas. I think I could be wrong. But our football club, man, it's an absolute disgrace. And I've got to say this again. If you want a player, right, you do it quietly. You go in there, right? Say something to them, and then be interested in them, offer them money, job done. The best club to do that is Leicester City. The way Brendan Rodgers does his business, if you want a player, you go in and you do things quietly and get the job done. We just haggle and haggle and haggle every single transfer window, and it is, to me, it's just so frustrating. Does Ashley want to really spend the money? Is Steve Bruce weak? Is he strong enough to take on Ash and say, look, I want that player, I want that player, I want them in? He won't do that because he don't want to lose his job. I can guarantee you, you know what I mean? But, excuse me, this is last year anyway, so you may as well just go for it, you know what I mean? But I think it's a disgrace, man. It really, really is. Leicester apparently said they didn't want Willock. Well, if that is true, then we're back in the race again. But I just cannot be bothered now. We either get the lad or we don't. If you can't get Willock, move on and get someone else in. There's others out there. I can name 7 or 8, to be quite honest with you, you know what I mean? But we probably get someone at the last minute, no doubt. And you know why? Because this club's got no ambition. And I still stick in what I'm saying, that we are going to get relegated. I hope I'm wrong. Until then, prove us a liar. I got Thomas as well. Even John, even to Thomas, are you okay? You got any questions? Far away. Claire, the same view as well. And I think Villa are a great example of that by signing Ings out of the blue. And also they got Tuanzebe on the season-long loan as well. Again, after these players, yeah, we just hang back, and let someone else in. Steve Bruce is right when he comes and say, we let the top teams go have their picks and then we pick up the rest later on, yeah? Brentford, Norwich, and Watford are not top teams. They're not. Because they just got promoted, man. Yet they're having to go, getting the players coming in, yeah? I mean, on Villa fans, if you're on me chat, if you listen to me video, you've got any questions about your team, just fire away. But with Aston Villa, Christian Purslow come out and explain to the fans, the nation, and say why we had to sell Jack Grealish, etc., etc. And he did it really, really well. Letting the fans know, keeping in the loop, explaining to them why we had to sell Jack Grealish. Yeah, we're not going to see our chief exec come out and see things like that. And Charlie, oh, by the way, where is he? Where is he? Is he being kidnapped or something? He is far too big for that. Do you know what I mean? Can't miss him. But like I said, sort of thing. Lee Charlie, you just don't hear now from him. Yeah, and have they sat him? Yes, he's still at the club. Where is he? Someone's got to tell us. And that's for Justin Barnes. Yeah, he's just a director sort of thing. He's being told what to do by Mike Ashley, set assessor. What's his position? What does he do? He's still not a footballing person. He's not. He's another one who doesn't know nothing about football. He's just a lawyer for Mike Ashley. It's as simple as that. And it's just getting worse. Our club, our football club, is just getting beyond a joke. It really, really is. Do you know what I mean? I know we won 3-0 against Norwich yesterday in the pre-season friendly. Dwight Gill decides to show up. Yeah, scoring twice. He needs to do that every game. And now he's got to be interested as well. But I'm pleased for him away. But where's he been hiding? Where's this guy been hiding, man? Wake up, Dwight. Do it in the league. And just again, did you see Bruce's interview saying he is quite confident of players coming in by the end of the month and is out looking for loans and cheap purchases? Not even a mention for the 3 players. Jason, you know what it is? So I cannot take this guy seriously at all whatsoever. That sort of thing. He's been saying the same thing over and over and over every week. The other week, he did say that we got no money. The other week, he did say there's ice in the fire. Yeah, this manager is just a fraud. He is a lie. I hate this manager. I really, really do. And for me, if he doesn't start well, he should be sacked or man enough. Just be man enough to come out and say, no, I failed. I've not been good enough. And it's just copy and paste on this manager every single week. Yeah. And I'll go to the press conference, the action on Friday. And I wonder what crap he's going to come out with. Believe you and me. I just don't know. I just don't get this guy, you know. He's telling us something, right, which you're going to fall for every single week, yeah? We're Newcastle Football Club, yeah? We're not a charity case, you know? We're acting like we're in a flipping League One or something like that. And for me, I'll speak to all of you fans, you know? We want the best for the club. Ain't getting that, you know? We can't even get loan players through the door. We can't even get freebies through the door. We can't even get Willock through the door yet. And I just think it's absolutely ridiculous what's going on in this football club. Do you know what I mean? We got, 7 days for the new season, for the big kickoff? And we're going in with the same players last season. I can see the 62 goals last season. The defence hadn't been fixed up. Our midfield's been weak. Yeah, without Willock, we are just substandard. Do you know what I mean? We got Hendrick. What's he doing at our club? Get him out. John Joe Shelby, yesterday's man. John Gibson is right. He's yesterday's man. The guy is absolutely ridiculous. I've got a couple of people watching live, but please answer some questions, man. Just don't be shy. Your mum wasn't. Yeah? I mean, Isaac Hayden, listen, I like him. I love the lad. But at the end of the day, he does work against lesser teams. Against bigger teams, he seems to go hiding. You know what I mean? And just doesn't clearly fancy it. Yeah? Our midfield is weak. Up front, we Callum injury away or ASM injury away, they're having a crisis. Yeah, who's going to get the goals if Wilson gets injured? Yeah, where's the skills and dazzling skills when ASM's out of boot? Yeah, Ryan Fraser, when he wakes up, that is, you know what I mean? And yes, I'll be watching it too, but I reckon I'll either fall asleep or we'll be reading the same script he reads week in, week out. Do you know all it is, Jay? Right? I mean, get yourself down the nightclub, mate. Get yourself down the nightclub. Chat your last reviews, right? And let's be real. Just do that. I'm going to do a live watch along, right? I mean, if you get hammered 2, 3, 4 out, right? And you're watching from America, you know, Canada or Asian countries, yeah? I tell them to go to bed. Let us not stress about it. Do you know what I mean? That's what I see. If I lived in Asia or America and I watched that shower each and every week, I wouldn't even bother. And I got clear as well. Absolute disgrace. What we have to put with John regarding takeover, 0 transfers, and so frustrating. Totally agree with you about Bruce, copy PS, blah, blah. You know what? I think Steve Bruce might as well just make a record. But make sure it does get to number 1. Because I won't be banged. Every single week, man. I mean, I've got to do the press conference action every single week as well. And I guarantee you now, is it worth us doing it? I don't know, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the post-press conference reaction as well. I'm going to do the player ratings as well. And I'm going to do the combined 11 as well if needs to be. I'm trying to get a West Ham fan calling me chat one day in the week. I think he's going to come on. We're going to talk about it as well. But, but going back on our defense, right? I mean, if you look at our defense, they're all good players, man. But at the end of the day, I mean, we're just so leaky. 62 goals conceded last season. And Steve Bruce haven't done that about it. He hasn't fixed up that defense. I mean, Emil Kraft, sorry, ain't good enough, yeah? Jamal Lascelles, hot and cold for me, yeah? Fernandez, he's one of the best defenders we have got, yeah? But we should never got rid of Lejeune. I mean, £4 million Lejeune, back to Spain, Alvarez, yeah? He's one of the best defenders we got at the club. Wow. And we go and get rid of him, yeah? I mean, Muto, okay. I mean, he wasn't given a chance, but the bottom line is, we're paying him off. If you're going to pay him off for the last year's contract, why do you not pay off Atsu last season? Yeah? Why do you not pay off Salvier's last year's contract? Yeah? They just hang a boot. And they just got, paid 40, 50 grand a week just as on the bench. Wow. Where's the money? Where's the money, man? And keeping it to G again, to be fair, we have paid money. It was 1.5 million to release Muto. How much did you pay for this guy? £9.5 million on the Rafa. I didn't think Rafa wanted him, to be fair. But at the end of the day, I mean, he never wasn't given a chance. I would give him a season to sort himself out. He come in the worst ones we've got in a minute, And Joe Linton, I've tried to defend this guy. I really tried to defend Joe Linton, yeah? But people say to us, there's a player in there. The problem is, he hasn't done it enough. He's improved the last couple of games, yeah? But I want to see this guy score double figures this season. Double figures, I want to see him score this season, yeah? He's never done it at any clubs in Hoffenheim. He's never done it at Austria Vienna. And that is that. And I've got Russ, big up, John. You think you're in trouble, try to be an Arsenal fan. Russ, I have to agree, mate. I mean, what's going on in your club in a minute? Like, you're spending 50 million on Ben White and 60 million on the lad for Anderlecht. But I think you missed a big trick there. You should have gone after Bizuma from Brighton. What a midfielder he is, this guy. But at the end of the day, we are in big trouble. I'm saying bottom three, unless we see new faces coming in and sort things out at the back. The midfield worries us. But you got beat off Spurs today as well in the pre-season friendly. That's bad. That's shocking, that. I got 9.5 from Mainz in Germany. Yeah? But all I'm saying is, right, I mean, we're banging trouble this season. I don't care what anyone say. And then people come on to us and say, stop being negative, stop being negative. I'm not. I'm just saying how it is. You've got to see the whole picture. Do you know what I mean? Look at the whole picture. Look at the midfield, right, now, and tell us, A, where's the Chit-Toyota type player? 2, where's the creativity? And 3, where's the box-to-box, yeah? And we ain't got none of that at all in our midfield if Bruce plays a 5-3-2. So please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so, yeah? And just keep those live comments coming through. So, I mean, I'm only going to get next Sunday sort of thing for the match against West Ham. Like I said earlier, 13,000 season tickets remain unsold. And I can't say any more than about 40,000 now on Sunday. And I think it's going to be a poor test as well, apparently, as well. Not just Newcastle fans, but West Ham United fans as well. So that's going to be a problem as well, especially going to have it outside of Melbourne terrace, but that wouldn't be pity. And I hope Sky actually films that. And I hope our local journalists get on top of it as well. Just say how it is. You get paid a lot of money to report things like that. And if you get a ban, take a ban. Who cares? That's why I love John Gibson from the Chronicle. He tells her how it is. This guy has been at the Chronicle for 6 decades, right? And I watch NUFC Matters on Thursday night, and he has never, ever seen anything like it in his life. And I have to agree with him, because I've never seen a football club gone through the summer without spending a penny. Unbelievable, man. And it is a joke. Yeah. So Who's going to be the player of the season? Who's going to be key first this season? For me, I'll say Jacob Murphy, because he has improved a hell of a lot since he came into the team. He's a fantastic winger, and I was skeptical about him playing right wing back. But the bottom line is, he's improved there. He does the job. He's got a lovely cross. He's the best crosser of the ball at the club for me. And he just gets on with the job. And I'll tell you something now. I mean, he needs to be fit as well each and every week. Yeah. Matt Ritchie, first leadership. Yeah, I'll keep him in. But I feel for Jamal Lewis at this moment in time, because he needs to run a game. He'll come good, this kid. I really do. But Steve Bruce has actually killed his confidence there. And I want to talk about the long staffs as well, Matt and Sean. I think Matt is done at Newcastle United. He is absolutely done at Newcastle. I hate to say it. For me, he should have gone to Udinese last summer. And if he had gone to Udinese, he would have played alongside Rodrigo de Paul, who's moved on to Atletico Madrid. And the training facilities there is absolutely fantastic. It really, really is at the Dacia. And Sean Longstaff, I mean, he's been linked to Rafa Benitez at Everton in a swap deal with Tom Davies. Thanks, but no thanks. Tom Davies haven't played in the first team for what, a couple of years? This is another thing I want to talk about, yeah? Why are we going for players who's not been playing for a couple of years? Why? I just don't get it. You know what I mean? We're just scraping the barrel here at the club, and I just don't like it. I really don't like it, because we are Newcastle Football Club. There's money there. Mike Ashley don't want to spend the money. He's just basically washed his hands off the club. Yeah. To be fair, we washed our hands off him years ago. And we had, 14 seasons of this owner. And he's made it clear that he doesn't want to be there anymore. If that's the case, sell up. Take a loss. Take a loss, because I can tell you now, you will never, ever see the £340 million in his face ever again. Especially if we got relegated, the club would be half. The club ain't worth 340 million. I wouldn't buy it for 300, any chance. And Gales scored 2 against Norwich. I will see us start him and Wilson on Sunday, as them goals will give Gale the boost, the confidence he needs. Do you know what it is, right? I wouldn't mind playing him against West Ham on Sunday. You know what I mean? That's what they normally do, A striker's off form, give him another chance, see how he does. But I think he'll go with Joe Linton, if I'm honest with you. You know what I mean? He'll go with Joe Linton. And that's what he does. I mean, Steve Bruce doesn't like to be brave. He's not a brave manager. He's a defensive manager. Remember that. And the guy's a joking, man. Do you know what I mean? But in my opinion, he'll not see Christmas. He will not see Christmas at the club. I've got my Canadian friend here, Ryan. Hey, go to bed. I'm joking. Ryan, hope you're okay, my guy. If Ash can pay 60 million for Joe Linton, it was actually 40 million, by the way. And yeah, I'll get you. And ASM, then we can go out and buy Joe Willock. Ryan, I totally agree with you. The reason we paid 40 million for Joe Linton is not because of his talent. It's to put 2 fingers up at Rafa Benitez, telling him that we can spend big if needs to be. You know what I mean? And, look what he's turned out to be at the minute. Oh, we're not have to go Joe Linton, mind. We're not have to have a go at him. But if he doesn't perform and he's been terrible, I'll give him a 0 out of 10. Or any player that doesn't put a thing out. I mean, Ryan knows League Gunner very well indeed. And I watch his League Gunner's streams as well sometimes. He's a fantastic lad, fantastic streamer, fantastic podcaster. He's got over 60,000 subscribers. And big up to you, League Gunner. You are absolutely amazing. Big up to you, my guy. Big Arsenal fan. He says how like it is. Excuse me. Him and Chig. Absolutely amazing. And Jay Game Boost doesn't like to use the youth. So does he drop Woodman or play Mark Gillespie for the season? He played Gillespie with a like I said, with respect. I'll try to get words out, yeah. I'll start again. But the great respect for Mark Gillespie. Don't play him. He needs to be out on loan. Definitely needs to be out on loan because, don't go so on. He needs to play, 2-3 games? He's okay, but not for the Premier League for me. Sorry. But I think Woodman's going to have to start anyway in this game. He has to, because at the end of the day, You know, he's a top quality keeper. Well, he will be a top quality keeper, you know, but he could have gone to Bournemouth, by the way, and he would have been okay. But glad we got him. But for me, if I'm going to play a team, he's going to play 3 at the back, wing backs. Yeah, for me, I have to play Woodman and goal, and then 3 at the back's got to be Lascelles, Fernandez, and Shear, and then the wing backs will be Ritchie and Murphy. The midfield is going to have to be Hayden, Shelby, and Fraser. And up top, it's going to have to be, from my opinion, Callum Wilson and Dwight Gale. But Steve Bruce is the manager. Not my manager, by the way. He'd probably think best. But that's the team I would play. I'll play 4-2-3-1. And we got some tough games, a tough start, yeah. If you look at the third game, we've got Southampton. And if we don't win that game, we are absolutely screwed. But talking off youth, Bobby Clark, Lee Clark's son, right, is going to be on his way to Liverpool. And am I surprised he's going to go there? Not at all, because the facilities at the club, at training complex in Newcastle, is absolutely dour, absolutely shite. It really is, you know. Mike Ashley could use that £17 million from the Saudis and invest in new training facility, but you won't do that because our academy may as well cease to exist, because I'm afraid to say it's just not good enough. No one ain't coming through. The only ones that's come through are the long staffs. Where's Elliot Anderson? Where is he? Why is he not on the first team? What has he done wrong? Has he upset Steve Bruce or something? I just don't get it. Do you know what I mean? He is a talented young player. He really, really is. But I'm afraid Bruce doesn't like young players. He picks the likes of Jeff Hendrick every single week. And I do not want to see Jeff Hendrick in my team ever again. He is absolutely shocking. He really, really is. Do smash your likes up, by the way. And also, please subscribe as well. And I'll be back on Horseman Show tomorrow with Paul, Pete, and Azza. So that'll be so exciting. I can't wait for that. I'm sure it's going to be fun and games when it comes to it, yeah. And then hopefully I'm going to be with Samantha from NUFC Matters in the week. She's going to let us know on that. I'm going to do the preview as well, probably Thursday or Friday. Definitely do the press conference action on the Friday. So let's see what you have to say. But I'm hearing as well, the press, they're going to limit the press coming in probably to about one question from each press at a time. And if that's the case, again, this football club is absolutely ridiculous. It really, really is. And I've got some more comments here. Ryan says, even if we buy Lone Willock, we still need fullbacks, a striker, and another midfielder. Yeah, I have to agree with you, sort of thing. You know? Also, we need to look at the defence as well. Let's be real on that one. And Lindsay said, how did Celtic do today? Won by 6 goals to nil, mate. 6 goals to nil. And Kyo Gogo, what a player he is. Scored a hat-trick on his debut. Absolutely brilliant. Nakamura, not quite, but at the end of the day, if he counts on scoring the goals, believe you me, he is going to be absolutely fantastic. And let's hope we reclaim that title from Rangers. That will make my day. What's your thoughts on Villa owners? I tell you what it is, Lee, they are absolutely fantastic. I don't know too much about them, but at the end of the day, I thought they were absolutely amazing. They backed Dean Smith to the hilt. They're not scared of spending big money. They've done that. That's another club does their business quietly. You know what I mean? They spent £100 million. They bought Leon Bailey, Brendia, and Danny Ings. Up £100 million on 3 players. But they sold Grealish, obviously, because he wanted to further his career. If I was a Villa fan, I'd be gutted to losing Jack. But listen, he grows with my blessing because he's done everything for that football club. He really, really has. But Villa are an ambitious club, yeah. They got some cracking young players at the club as well. I love the 2 cent. Tyrone Mings, he's okay. But Konsa, I think his name is, he's decent as well. And Martinez and Gore, brilliant. We're going to absolutely rip there in 2 weeks' time. Absolutely mullered. And I think we will. I got Jay again. I want to say minimum fee these players brought in. just bringing Willock will only make the same team as last season. I have to agree. You needed 4 players, yeah? Spend them on Joe Willock. Get in 2 free players, right? And 2 loan players. Someone like a Ross Barkley. Yeah? That's what we need to do. Steve Bruce is just quite happy saying nothing. He's the manager. And he hasn't got a clue. And the players have missed out on, believe it or not, it's a joke. They're using our club as a pawn. Yeah? They're using our club just to drive up agent fees, drive up transfer markets and that sort of thing. Say, oh, Newcastle's after this player, this, that, and t'other. I don't get excited anymore because you know it's not going to be right. Because whoever put our name forward is an absolute disgrace, man. Howie. Absolute joke. I'm just absolutely furious at that as well. But I'm not surprised, man. I don't, get excited anymore on transfer dealings. And I'm not under this ownership anyway. Under the Saudis, I would. And I'll be talking about the Italian market anyway, so I'll know about that. I've got Liswell, plus this time, Transabi today ahead of Newcastle. Yeah, missed out again. That's about the 50th player we missed out on. What has gone on at our football club? Yeah, they don't tell us that. They don't communicate. I'll come to that one in a minute. And then I've got Lila. So what's your thoughts on Martinez? Is he the best keeper in the league? He's up there. I mean, he cost, what, £20 million from Arsenal? And Arsenal fans must be gutted allowing him to go. Unbelievable. You know what I mean? But he's a class keeper. And he's destined for the very top. 6'5", quick, strong arms. And he's just quick on the ground. He's brilliant. Brilliant keeper. He really, really is. I've got Ryan here. I supported this club since 2015. Good on you, Ryan. I supported them for 30 yards. Yeah. And I haven't seen one good right back at all. Maybe Yedlin in the championship, but still nothing to shout about. Thing is, though, Ryan, I totally agree with you. We need a decent right back. We need a decent creative midfielder. We've not had that since Johan Cabaye. Since he left, we ain't had someone who's going to make those 3 balls. We've not had that at all, whatsoever. And this football club has gone so much backwards, man. It is absolutely frustrating. It really, really is. The club ain't a forward-thinking club. They need a proper manager. Someone's going to stand up to Mike Ashley and say, look, I think you're doing it wrong, Mike. You need a backup here. If you want to get us into Europe, you want to win trophies or compete for trophies, this is what we need to do, yeah? And if Ashley ain't going to listen to them, I'm sorry, he's got to walk away. He won't touch club or a basketball. Let's be real about it, Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Matty Cash would have been a brilliant signing for us, by the way. But he's a brilliant player, him. Should be playing for England at some stage. I really do. Lily said, first of all, Fofana injury and do Leicester need centre-backs. I think Leicester could do one more. But on Fofana, I'm not going to lie, it was a shocking tackle there. Do you know what I mean? And I hope that Wesley gets better very, very soon. I do like him. I think he's a decent lad. He's destined to play for the French national team for the next 10 years. He is absolutely fantastic. But all I was going to say, I've got to play for this guy to get better sort of thing. So we get back to speedy recovery, Wesley. So, yeah, definitely another centre-back for me. Lily said, who win the championship for me? I would say West Bromwich Albion, because under Ishmael, I think the football going to play is going to play like Barnsley. And I tell you something, right? Will it be pretty to watch? I think it'll be exciting. They hit it long, and then they do exactly the same again. Absolutely brilliant. I think West Brom for me, Fulham, and Bournemouth for me. And Lisa, what's your thoughts on Leicester having Daka Somari, Inacio on the bench? Would they start for Newcastle? I tell you what, all day long. Definitely, I have them both up front. Both pacey, quick, scores. I mean, Daka, don't know much about, to be fair. Nor did he used to play for. Was it Salzburg? Yeah, Salzburg he used to play for. And I think he used to play for Leipzig as well. I could be wrong, but he definitely for Salzburg. But I tapped them both. There'd be a massive upgrade for Joe Linton and Dwight Gale. And Ryan said, Mika Marino could have been walking by, but we sold him for no reason. Now he plays in UEFA Champions League. Yeah, I mean, he never had a chance, didn't he? I thought he's absolutely top quality player, him, but didn't get a chance there, sort of thing. Really missing there, you know? But what can I say? And for me, Fulham, too much quality in their squad. I think Fulham, I don't know how Fulham got on today. Did they win today, Fulham? I just do not know. Could someone tell us? But that championship looks an absolute tough league to get out. And I'll tell you something now, we get relegated, we'll not get back up for decades as long as this owner and this Fulham manager stays at the club. And I'll tell you something now, that league is tougher and tougher than ever before. It will not be a given. And I've got Johnny B. Hi, John. Gary Cahill's free agent. Do you think it'd be a good addition? Possibly. I say, for first season, but if I'm honest with you, sort of thing, I just do not think Bruce will touch him. But for me, I think Gary Cahill's a leader. I still think he do a good job in the Premier League. And yeah, I'll take him. I'll definitely take him. But who do we sell? That's the thing. But that's a brilliant question, John. Thanks so much for that, man. And I got Lily as well. Let's get this up. What's your thoughts on Leicester midfield and how much are they worth altogether? They got to be well over what? 200 million? I could be wrong. It'd be over 200 million in that squad. But transfer-wise, you talking mega bucks at that club because Leicester are a good team. I've got them fourth this season to get in the Champions League. I've got them fourth in the league. And we're going to do league predictions tomorrow night on a Forceman show. I've got mine done. And it's no surprise for me that Newcastle will be in the bottom three as things stands. But I'm afraid to say, I just do not think we're good enough for the Premier League. I think our squad is weak. We got a small squad. And if anyone gets injured, we're buggered. I'm telling you that for now. But it seems like Leicester, for me, would be fourth. And I've always said that. But can they hold on this time? Can they make the line? I hope so. I've got Keith. Hi, John. Where do you think Newcastle will finish the season? For me, I say bottom three, where I don't know. But for me, I say bottom three. And I've got Lily Saw, Harvey Barnes, or Allan Saint-Maximin. Oh! I'm gonna come back to that one there, Lily, in a minute, like you know. But Harvey Barnes is such a talented lad. ASM is quality, yeah. But I'll go and have to pass that one over in a minute if you don't mind. And Justin or Lewis? I said, for me, Justin. What's his surname? I'll comment on in a minute. So you've already talked about this, but do you think we'll finish transfer window without signing anyone? It's a real possibility, Jay. It's a real possibility because let me tell you something, right? We can't go just the transfer window without signing anyone. Because to me, if that is the case, Steve Bruce must be thinking, do you know what? I'm happy with this squad. Excuse me, I don't want anyone else. But it's just telling 3 or 4 different things. One week he says that we're going to let the top clubs go first before we go in for them. There's irons in the fire, and we try our flipping best. Do you know what I mean? But this manager is such a fraud. I don't know what to believe in him. It's just copy and paste from him every single week. But for me, we've got to get someone in. We have to. But we should have got someone in before new season. And I've always said that. Always said that. And yeah, Ryan, who do you think will win the Champions League this season? For me, I love to be an Italian. I love to be Juventus, but I just can't see it happening. For me, I'm going to go with Manchester City. But PSG will be very, very close. Wilson or Ings? Or for me, as a hard one to call, just Ings, I think, because he's a natural finisher. Lily, Saint-Maximin or Bailey? I say Bailey because I've seen clips of him sort of thing. He's so exciting. And he's got an end product to his game as well. And when he gets an end product, he doesn't really miss. He is going to be absolutely awesome, Leon Bailey. Looking forward to watching him play. Watched Leicester yesterday. What a difference to our team. Do you know what it is, Keith? Our team, right? It just hasn't improved. Hasn't improved. Going into the new season with the same team, with the same tactics and the same mentality. That is the problem. And I'm just getting absolutely sick of this football club not improving week in or transfer window in, transfer window out. Unbelievable. And Johnson, with the fans line back in St. James's Park this season, Bruce will be handling out within the first 5 games. Earlier, he survived last season was with fans not being there. Totally agree. And did you hear people singing Bruce, give us a wave? Whoever sang that, needs shooting, man. That means they're backing their manager. Do you know what I mean? You just keep backing Bruce and we just keep failing. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely, Joe. For me, John, I do not think Bruce will last till Christmas, mate. I really don't, because our fans will see the day and then make sure that's got right in. Whoever Messi goes will win the Champions League. That's going to be PSG. But they're not going to win the league. They have Harry Wilson, Mitrovic, Anguissa, Harrison, Reed, Robson, Tosin Tete, Garcia for the championship. That is too much quality. Yeah, I have to agree there. I say West Brom and Fulham for me to go up. And do you know what? If Newcastle got relegated, would you have got players like them? No, you wouldn't. We'd probably end up having flipping Shelby in the middle and Henrik as well. Oh, the joys, man, at this football club, man. We are the gifts that gifts on giving, man. Really, really do. But like I said, we've got 7 days left for the new football season. I'm definitely going to watch along next Sunday. It's just a shame Paul ain't going to be with us because he'll go to the games now. And I'm trying to get someone else to join us as well on Sunday. So I'm going to pick a name out of the hat. If you fancy coming on the live watch along, just let us know. I'll put your names on, draw out of the hat, and I shall let you know. So it's still no news on our I was asked about Willock linking up with us again. He just tight-lipped and said that if you've got any news, we shall let you know. But it just goes to show it's on for our Newcastle fans, Arsenal fans as well. But we want this player. And the next one from Lily is asked us, right? And I'm going to have to burst out laughing. Yeah, but anyone saying Henrik, I shall absolutely be furious. Well, not furious, I'll be absolutely laughing. Look at this one. Henrik or Bissouma? Oh, man. It's a madness, man. Nah, Lily, Bissouma all day long, every single week, months, and every single year for the next 50 years, I'm telling you. And what's your thoughts on Arteta at Arsenal? He's under pressure. Let's be real about it. He needs to do something. He needs to improve this season. He's had his transfer window now. He spent quite a lot of money this season at Arsenal. And the bottom line is, he needs to get Arsenal into Europe this season and actually get them into the top 4. If he doesn't, then I can see Mikel Arteta going to get the sack. I really, really do. They lost today against Tottenham. They got Brentford on Friday. And if they don't win that game, then the knives will be sharpened for this guy. And AFTV, worth checking out. You know, check it out, AFTV after the games. That's going to be absolute fun, I'm telling you. If it don't be Brentford, wow. And just a shame Claude's not here anymore. He sadly passed away. I love Claude. He was Mr. Arsenal, and he speaks his mind, says it out like this. Could you imagine Claude's a Newcastle fan? I'll tell you something now, right? If you put him down, he'll eat you for breakfast and quite rightly so. And I've got BG Swab. You all day long, mate. You all day long. I bet also eating their words when they want to win out. You know what it is, like Wenger will still do a good job now, if he's still at the club, because it is always going to be a hard act to follow when Wenger left the club. And Emery's unlucky. He should never have got sacked, in my opinion. But Arteta, wow, it was a big gamble taking him on at the club. And he said he improved the defence. I'm not so sure on Arteta, to be quite honest with you. And I've got John is, when Bruce eventually does get the sack, who would you want to take the helm? Good question, Jay. Who's out there, though? Eddie Howe, I take. Definitely take Eddie Howe. Or I take someone in the championship, give him a right good, you know what I mean? A young manager. He's going to come in with ideas, plays football the right way. I'll tell you something now, right? If we stay up and Brentford stays up, right, we'll get relegated. I'd take Thomas Frank all day long. He plays football the right way. And he doesn't spend a lot of money. But at the end of the day, he plays football the correct way. So for me, I'll be watching Thomas Frank closely this season with Brentford. And if he does the job and Bruce does get sacked, I'll get Thomas Frank in. It'll be fantastic. For me, I'll go Eddie Howe because he's got that experience in the Premier League. He was going to say, but you got us Bournemouth relegated. Yeah, but at least he knows how to play football. Unlike this fool we got now has. So, wow, Hendrik is... okay. Arsenal hounded Wenger out. They certainly did. They hounded him up for quite a long time. And don't forget, Arsene Wenger never broken a contract that he did because he had enough. And Arsenal fans won again. What else can I say? Don't hound legends out the club. Be careful what you will. And it's just one of those things. And I'm looking at the what am I looking at now? What am I doing there? Can't find it. I thought I seen something there. And I'm hearing as well that Arsenal asking for £22 million for Joe Willock. But I tell you something, right? I mean, just pay the money. I said earlier on, you're just haggling the feet, haggle the feet all the time. That's Newcastle way of doing dealings, yeah? Don't get us wrong. You know, but our club's a mess in a minute. It really is an absolute mess. And I just don't get it. And we are clubbing in turmoil at the minute. I don't got anyone saying we're in clubbing turmoil right now. And I'm sorry, but it's just getting worse and worse at the football club. And I've got John again, maybe Frank Lampard for Gaffer. I tell you, you'd not be a bad shout him, but I just do not think he'll come to Newcastle because he will want money at the club and he wants to be having his own say. And I don't think Ashley allowed to have it. He's a young manager. He'll come good, Frank Lampard. Trust me when I said he'll come good. Willock or Maddison? I'll say, oh man. Hard to call, but I think Maddison's got more experience there. I wouldn't mind if Frank Lampard as boss, to be honest. Yeah, I have to agree with you, Jay, because the fact of the matter is he's done well at Derby. He was unlucky at Chelsea, mind, but they should have given him to the end of last season. But obviously, Tuchel came in on the Champions League. That is the difference. And I do like Frank Lampard. I think he's a decent manager, will be a decent manager in time. And if anyone watches NUSC Matters sort of thing a lot, check out on Thursday night on Steve Wraith between 6 and 7. Malcolm McDonald and John Gibson's on every single Thursday, right? And I tell you something, those two guys know their football. And I tell you what, this is how I like it is. None of these flipping hipsters on social media has come and talking crap after them. Do you know what I mean? I had one or two people saying that Malcolm and Gibbo are dinosaurs, yeah? Listen, end of the day, that's a bit disrespectful. Call those two dinosaurs. They know how to stuff. They know a lot more football than us lot, I'm telling you. Lily, Hayden or Ndidi? Ndidi all day long. Are you a Leicester fan or something there? Wow. I'm going to wrap this up real quick in a minute, sort of thing. So I won't be too long. Got any more questions, files over here? Probably give another 10 minutes or so before I wrap up. And 1 hour. You have to come back to me on that one. So, like I said, I mean, I'll do my prediction now, okay? And the top 4 is going to be, I think, if I'm honest with you, I'll actually Man U win the league, but I've got to say, I think Chelsea will win it. Then Man City, Man United, Leicester. The Cup, FA Cup, I'm going to have to go with Leeds United. And for the Carling Cup, I'll go with Man City. And the bottom 3 for me, it'd be Newcastle. I'm sorry to say. I'm going to say Watford. I'm worried for Southampton. I really am worried for Southampton. I really am. But I think they may have enough for me. I'm going to have to say Norwich, unfortunately. So Newcastle, Norwich, Watford for me to get relegated. But I've got some more comments there. Lily, I heard Joe Linton has injured Fofana. I don't think he did, Lily. I don't think he did. Does he play for Villarreal? I doubt it. John said, what do you think of Aaron Ramsey rumours, John? John, listen, right? I love Soya, okay, as you know, yeah? That he ain't coming to Newcastle. He's on 400 grand a week. Absolutely no chance of getting there. Not chance. It ain't going to happen. And we've been linked with 50 Italian-based players over the years, and only one's materialised, yeah? And that was Lazaro, yeah? Direct from an Italian club to Newcastle. That ain't going to happen anytime soon. And I got Lid as well. Murphy or Lamptey all day long. Good show, John. Thanks so much, Keith. So that's my predictions there. I'll go for it again. Chelsea in the league, then Man City, Man United, Leicester, The cup will be Leeds United for the FA Cup. I'm going to say Man City for the Carling Cup. And at the bottom three, Newcastle, Watford, Norwich City. I got Wilson and Watkins, two great players for me. Especially I love Callum Wilson. You have to go Watkins. I think he's a better finisher at this moment in time. And he's young, so Wilson's 29. But that's a good question there. So I was going to wrap this up, guys. Okay. But thanks so much for coming on. Okay. If you do like my videos, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I got some more comments here from Lily. What's your thoughts about Rodgers? For me, hated him when he left Celtic, but he's a brilliant manager. One of the best managers in the country, and he's destined for the very top. Rodgers. I think he's got one huge job left in him, and which one's going to be, I just do not know. And I've got Jason, Maximan or Lord Bear all day long. Cheers, John. Great show, buddy. Thanks a lot, Jay. I appreciate that. Side to your wife and family as well. And I've got Lily. I'm sure he's a Leicester City fan, surely. Where would Arsenal finish? As things stand, they're going to miss out again. I've got them 6. And I've got Lily Tillsman on Shelby. Oh, God, man. Tillsman all day long. Tillsman. I hardly mention any Newcastle players, have I? Not at all. But absolutely brilliant Tillsman. He is a ball and a half in. And I enjoy watching this guy. He's absolutely brilliant for Leicester. And he only costs, what, £35 million? That is cheap in today's market. Monaco must be absolutely kicking themselves for selling that cheaply. They could have got £67 million for this lad. Absolutely brilliant. And my player of the season for Newcastle is going to be Callum Wilson. And with the goals, and then I said Jacob Murphy earlier on, but he'll be up there. The biggest improvement on what I see is Ryan Fraser. He needs to step up, and he needs to step up very, 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 very quickly. And I say, oh, God, man. Joe Linnock. Not for me. But listen, man, thanks for joining anyway. I'm going to wrap up, right? Like I said, please hit the like, subscribe button. I'll be back on the Horseman Show tomorrow with Paul, Peter Parlock, and Baza. And thanks for coming on here. I do apologize, I'm a bit late. I should have been on 4 o'clock, but in their problems. So at the end of the day, you guys, love you guys. You're all amazing for coming on my channel. I really appreciate that. And thanks so much for coming on. And I should do another stream sometime in the week. The press conference reaction, match preview, and other things as well. I'm trying to get Sam from NUFC Massons on the chat, talk about Newcastle. I've got to try and get a West Ham fan on as well. So it's all going to happen. It's going to be bigger and better. Busy this season. But listen, go and enjoy yourselves, lads, and have a fantastic evening. Until then, I'm out of here.